Welcome to my WWE 2K18 Here Comes the Pain Universe Mode. Business versus business. Welcome to SmackDown, and welcome to a stage where we are so close to Extreme Rules. Just a couple of weeks away, live from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We open up this week's show with Vince McMahon versus Samoa Joe, a self-professed businessman in his own right. It's Vincent Kennedy McMahon versus Samoa Joe. I'll update you in just a second. Hello, thanks for joining me for this week's edition of SmackDown. Should be an interesting show, to say the least. And as I said a moment ago, I will update you on how this business versus business feud got started. So basically, Samoa Joe's got his business, SoCal, and of course Vince has got his business being the commissioner of SmackDown, and I, of course, your GM, as Samoa Joe lining up Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon falling to his feet. This is a bitter business feud. And Vince with a DDT. And Vince taken down by the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Oh my god, what a suplex. Vince almost went right on his head. As both brutal men competing in that ring tonight on SmackDown. The powerbomb right into the buckle. And Samoa Joe just systematically making Vincent Kennedy McMahon suspend as much energy as he can make him. What a DDT there. Working on the arm now. A very unorthodox variation of the suplex there. As Samoa Joe just getting warmed up, basically saying, this is no work for me at all. And Vince sweeps Joe down as it could be anyone's match so far, moments into this. And Joe right off the ropes. Joe now looks to be in trouble, and Vince just unremorseful at all. See him about to take a shot on Joe, but he thought better of it. As Vince taken down again. Joe into the first cover of this matchup. Gets a 1.5 more to be exact. As SmackDown rolling on. And Vince picks up Joe. Oh my god. Just shock after shock in this match. And Joe doing the same to Vince. A pickup of his own. And Joe being ran at by Vince McMahon. Vince got him in the tree of war. And Joe with the counter. And Joe just in trouble now. Into the cover, the second cover of the matchup. Joe with the kick out. The first cover of the matchup for Vince McMahon though. And the knee lift to his opponent of one, Samoa Joe. And just rubs his face in the mat. How disrespectful. And an elbow right to the head. Vince has him on the apron. Joe with the counter. Joe trying to swipe at Vince. Will it work out though? That is the question. And Vince punches Joe right down to the floor. As Vince going on the outside now. What a wild contest. What a wacky contest. Just the lengths of that these two men will go to, and the shocking and OMG moments we've seen already. Joe looking for the Wwe2K18 clutch. And Vince getting to the ropes and coming out by Joe. But the ropes saving Vince. And Joe basically saying, you're no sweat for me, you're no work, and the knee lift. And Joe into another cover. And Vince with the surprising kick out. Joe says you're done, but is he done? That is the question. A battle of businessmen right here on SmackDown. A count of 1 by the official. Count of 2. Count of 3. Count of 4. And just before the 5, Vince gets back into the ring. And the debut of Vince to in-ring action on SmackDown for this new era, or the re-emergence of the Here Comes the Pain era of Brock Lesnar. and the debut for the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Vince wondering what to do to put Joe away. Count of 1. As the chairman of the board gets back into the ring. And Joe! Was that the stunner? Oh my god! I think it was! The bitter feud between Vince and Stone Cold has not finished. It never will be over. And that's what he wins to win this matchup. That's what he uses to win this matchup. As it is truly the end of the beginning. We had that event a couple of weeks ago. The machine, too strong. Puppets gotta find their place in line. They'll find their place in line. Matter of time, because you've got no chance in hell of crossing the boss. Joe tried, but he did not succeed. Vince goes of the spoils. Vince ruining the debut of Samoa Joe. Come on, come and get it. And that Joe did. But Vince still wins on SmackDown. Your winner of the match, the champion of the board, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He told me to announce him that way. I can't change it up at all. I have to do what Vince gives me. As a very interesting and shocking start to SmackDown. And it is the debut of Jack Gallagher facing off against Alexander Wolf. And Jack Gallagher with the win. And it is the debut of Christian versus the Master of the Deep Six, Baron Corbin. And the Master of the End of Days, the End of Days. Christian wins! What an upset there, as we move in to our tag match featuring Matt and Jeff the Hardy Boys. Matt ranked number 3 in the power rankings. We will check that on a special post-show edition of SmackDown just before SmackDown goes off the air. Number 3, is he edging closer to the championship? Is Matt Hardy. We will find out, as it is the Hardy Boys versus Doink the Clown and his tag team partner, the champion Brock Lesnar, of course, with his MMA background. What an interesting tag match, as it will get underway in just a moment. We've seen Doink recently on SmackDown actually Brock Lesnar's debut. It's a rematch from the first episode. It was a tag match with Doink and Brock facing off against the Hardys, so a bit of a rematch right here tonight. And of course Brock Lesnar and Doink the Clown were upset. Brock was upset in his debut, which isn't too good for Brock, because as you know, he doesn't deal well with when his beast nature does not come across, and let alone how he deals with people, as Doink going to work on Hardy, right to the arm, just vicious. A sadistic clown is Doink the Clown, one with a sad face. When I say that, of course, I'm referencing to underneath the face paint, makeup, whatever you want to say, of Doink the Clown and Matt Hardy looking for the comeback. Doink the Clown working on the arm, just sadistic, and working on the back, raking the back. Did Doink the Clown just a moment ago. But Matt Hardy looking to the comeback right now. And Matt Hardy with the strikes right to the gut of Doink the Clown. And looking for a double team maneuver. Double back body drop. Jeff Hardy in now, as Jeff Hardy and Brock Lesnar bump into each other. And Brock Lesnar with the counter, a shoulder tackle, perhaps a shot to John Cena, and if it is the case, well, shots fired. And the clothesline knocking Hardy down. And Hardy in trouble. A nice European uppercut by Lesnar. The strikes pummeling Hardy. Hardy with the counter gets the boot up in time. Follows it up with the neck breaker. Twist of fate by Hardy. Hardy picks Lesnar up. And down. Lethal combination there. And what a splash. We don't see Hardy do that often. No, we do not. And Lesnar trying to grab the leg. But an enziguri kick instead. More is trouble. Hardy fired up. Trying to fire up the crowd. Brock Lesnar feels disrespected. He sent a tweet out just a little bit ago saying that as Lesnar set out to the floor, feels like his dominance hasn't got going and hasn't been showcased of what it can do in his era, relaunching, as it were, the Here Comes the Pain era. There's errors in music and errors in wrestling. Count of 7. Brock getting back into the ring. Hardy just on a roll. Matt Hardy working on Lesnar, sent him back into the ring. That collegiate wrestling, we don't see that from Hardy that often. Hardy puts him in the tree of woe. The boot right to Lesnar. Working on the arm is Hardy. Hardy with the twist of fate. For the consecutive time in this matchup. Lesnar getting out of the way. That could have saved Lesnar in this matchup. Twist of fate. Followed by Matt Hardy's version of the Swanton Bomb. High drama tonight. It's Doink and Hardy fighting, and then Matt Hardy and Lesnar. Hardy just pummeling away on Lesnar right now. Picks him up. Side effect. Doink saving Lesnar. And Hardy just wanting to put this away. Twist of fate. Lesnar gets to the ropes. Lesnar continuously being saved. Somehow. Whether it's by Doink or the ropes or just him kicking out. Lesnar with the reversal of the suplex. And Lesnar now. Don't press this button on your keyboard. No. Hardy with the counter. Back and forth. What a tag match. We've seen the Hardys get the advantage. We've seen Lesnar get the advantage. Top rope. Twist of fate by Matt Hardy, the master of the side effect. No! Lesnar's still in this. Lesnar stays though. Hardy follows it up with the neck breaker. The leg drop. What a right hand. Lesnar submits. Misfortune for Lesnar and Doink once again. Your winners, the master of the side effect, Matt Hardy. The charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys. As Doink and Lesnar really need to get ways. And Hideo Itami, #1 on the power rankings. Wants respect, #5 on the power rankings. Chris Danger. Ready to go one-on-one with Hideo Itami. And Hideo Itami wants respect and says he's not afraid of danger. As it is Hideo Itami facing off against Chris Danger. What a SmackDown this has already been. This match is at one fall. It is your main event of the evening. Introducing first, the man who wants respect, Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami, from the land of the rising sun, wants respect, and he's gonna get it. Says he's gonna get it through danger. Sent a tweet out a little bit ago also. Right after Lesnar and Doink lost the tag match moments ago. And his opponent, making his debut on SmackDown, is Danger! He is Chris Danger! Once again, he is Chris Danger! Once again, he is Chris Danger! Chris Danger making his debut right here on SmackDown against the man who wants respect, Hideo Itami. Chris Danger getting the better of that exchange with the arm lock. Twists it around, does Hideo Itami. And Chris Danger with the headlock applied back to the arm lock, sends it down, the sweep there. And taking the arm is Chris Danger. Sends him off the ropes into a beautifully well-placed knee there. And coming off the ropes, senton there, nicely done by Chris Danger. And he calls that the role of the invitation. And Dolph Ziggler! Dolph Ziggler! Dolph Ziggler coming in to run interference. What a night! This has been a shocker. And also, before I go, please check out my most recent No More World live stream I did about 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago now. My thoughts on the greatest Royal Rumble, and Monday's WWE 2K18 Universe Mode, and where I also say about where the channel is going, and yesterday's episode. Check those out, and also check out the No Pizza Allowed live stream and the Friday night live stream from last week. Well, the No Pizza Allowed live stream was last week, Thursday last week, or maybe even 2 weeks ago, so 2 weeks ago last week, and then the Friday night live stream. As we are 2 shows away from Extreme Rules. As I will get to work on the card for next week's show, but make sure to I will make sure to show you the power rankings before I end off this stream. So Hideo Itami, number 1, your undisputed champion Brock Lesnar, still number 2, despite taking the loss with Doink in the tag match, and Matt Hardy still number 3, one half of the tag team champions, the championships brought over from WCW, and number 4, a person we haven't seen yet, Alexa Bliss, and number 5, still Chris Danger, and number 6, Dolph Ziggler. Of course, we just saw him interfere in the Chris Danger Hideo Itami match. And if we had a clear winner, they would have moved up in the power rankings. And Eric Young, number 7, Jeff Hardy, number 8, the other half of your tag team champions, and Samoa Joe, number 9, despite taking that loss from Vince McMahon. And Ruby Riott, number 10, she'll want to move up. Baron Corbin, number 11, after taking that loss to Christian. And Adam Cole, your former Intercontinental Champion, number 12, after taking that loss to Lesnar. Number 13, Akira Tozawa. Jack Gallagher, number 14. A win against Alexander Wolf. That would mean he would move down as well. Billy Kay moving down to 15. Christian 16 after winning against Baron Corbin. John Cena 17. Other Cena 18. CM Punk 19. Kenny Omega 20. Of course, the game, Rob Van Dam, number 23. Mandy Rose, number 25. Mandy Leone, somebody we haven't seen. Harley Quinn, number 28. Number 30, Natalya. Kane, number 31. Alexander Wolf, number 32, moving way down after suffering that loss to Jack Gallagher. And the 2 Brian Kendricks, Goldust, number 35, number 36, Victor. Don McLeod, number 37, after losing with Lesnar. Noam Dar, number 38. Vince McMahon, number 39, despite winning that match against Samoa Joe. So we will check the power rankings next week. That'll be a weekly occurrence on the SmackDown Universe mode, and we will on my WWE 2K18, here comes the paid universe mode, and we will also check it for my WWE 2K18 YouTube universe mode. So it'll be a weekly occurrence. Like this video if you liked it, drop me a comment, Elbow, drop that comment section. Ooh, yeah, to get Macho Man Randy Savage. And, of course, subscribe. And, of course, have a nice day.